Hi everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Now, just to let you know, as you can see, I'm in a different location. I'm actually on the Greek island of Paris, okay? Which is awesome. I love it here. It's such a beautiful place. And I figured that this is actually a really good setting for doing these kind of readings. As you may be aware, we are now in the season of Libra, or entering it rather. So now is a really good time to focus on our connections, on our relationships, and even our connection with the various aspects of self. Trying to find some harmony between the multiple aspects, create peaceful communication between ourselves and others, and really healing and bridging any gaps within our connections as well, so that we are really balancing all areas of our life, and particularly where our relationships are concerned, that we're not allowing negativity or issues to just linger in the background, that we find peace and stability within our connections. Okay, so I will be doing this reading using the Wild Unknown Tarot as usual, and clarifying with the intuitive. So let's just get stuck in for you. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on with your love life right now. So first of all, I'm going to be dealing with yourself, and then we'll look at the other person, because this will apply to different people on different levels. This can involve people who are in relationships, marriages, who are single or are currently dating. It will apply in different ways, okay? So we'll go through that in just a moment. Just want to say quickly, thank you to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed and shared my videos. It means the world to me. It's so amazing, like just the feedback I've been getting. It's been really inspiring me to just keep moving forward and bringing you more readings of different varieties as well, so that everyone gets something beneficial. So thank you so much. And if you aren't subscribed already, please do so, because there'll be a lot of content coming up real soon, not just tarot either, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so let's just get stuck into your reading now. So, okay, all of them come out at once. So we have the what it is that you desire at this time, so what is your wishes, what it is that you're feeling emotionally, and what it is you're trying to manifest. Okay, so I mean, that literally came out all together, like very clearly. This is it. So okay, powerful energy is coming through. So yeah, in regards to your desires, Aquarius, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I think you're trying to purge at the moment. I think you're trying to let go of a lot of emotions, so that you feel more emotionally equipped to handle something new coming into your life. Even if you're in a long-term relationship or in a marriage, I feel like there's a lot of purging that needs to be done. A lot of self-healing, a lot of wounds that need healing. So I think you're kind of trying to go in and do that work. I think you are still purging a lot of things at this time. So I think your desire more than anything at this point is to let go of the things that no longer serve you, let go of the things that have hurt you in the past, to let go of the negativity. And I think you really want to come out of this space of being either anxious or depressed or stressed or just worried, or just feeling low in some way, low energy, or dealing with toxic people, things like that. Take it however it resonates. It's different for different people, but you're just wanting to come away from that and just let go of the negative. That's what I feel. So in regards to your emotions, you have the Chariot in reverse. So you may feel like you can't move forward at this time. This card in the upright particularly is very much Cancer energy. So it could be that you're having some emotional issues. Maybe some of these things that you're trying to let go of tied to a Cancerian. It's possible. Otherwise, this just represents your inability to move forward at this time. You don't have the direction or the focus, because you're still having to sorry, I've had 2 hours sleep because I had to get the ferry really early in the morning, so I am just a bit all over the place with my communication, so bear with me. But the energy is there, it's coming strong, so I really want to do these readings. But yeah, I'm just a little bit tired, but it's fine. Just ignore the bags, ignore the, lack of speech, and we'll get there. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like for the majority that this is going to resonate with your energy right now in terms of not feeling focused, not being able to move forward because you're still trying to purge and make sense of certain things that's affecting you on an emotional level. So because of that, you're standing in place right now. You're standing still. There is no forward or backward movement even. You're just at a standstill, I feel. Particularly with your emotions, because you know that there's just still work to be done. So in the position of what it is you're trying to manifest, you've got the Daughter of Cups in reverse. So it's likely there is a connect. I mean, there's a lot of water energy here. I mean, with the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, and the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you could easily be dealing with a water sign or a Cancerian, especially. But yeah, it could be a Scorpio or a Pisces as well. Not necessarily, but it can be. But I feel like this is kind of, the other person has got their work that needs doing as well, that they need healing also. And, they're feeling very emotionally vulnerable and detached in some ways because they're just terrified of opening up when they feel so vulnerable. And you're feeling that, and that's also triggering this this need to let go of your emotions, the negative emotions, because I think there's probably some things about this connection that's triggering emotions that you've been trying to suppress and feelings you've been trying to ignore, and issues that you've not been things that you've not been healing about yourself, from your past. And that's why you probably feel quite disconnected from this person right now as well, because you're kind of triggering each other and, revealing to each other that you have a lot of healing that needs doing, right? So I feel like you are trying to bring this person closer to you, but at the same time, you're trying to keep a distance as well. Because you've got this work that needs doing, and they're doing their work as well. So that's why you feel like you're at a standstill, because you want to move forward but you can't. So it's just kind of, you're just in that energy of, I'm stuck, like my hands are tied, there is nothing I can do right now. All right, but let's clarify that first, see if we can get more information, because that's just a brief overview, right? So in some ways I feel like even if you're in a long-term relationship or marriage, I feel like there's some disconnect there, because they still need to heal from some things as well. And if you're single, then this is going to be in relation to someone you already know. Maybe someone you're connecting with but you haven't been able to move forward with. Could be someone from the past that you dated previously, and you're both feeling that pull towards each other again, but nothing's coming from it yet because of this. So just take it however it resonates, if it does resonate. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. This is obviously not the reading for you. Check out one of the other signs, because there may be something in your other placements that's more relevant to you. So check out check out the videos in relation to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, and maybe something there will be more aligned, okay? So let's have a look. Let's just clarify all of these in one go, make it easier for ourselves. All right, so with the Ace of Cups, which is in the position of what it is your desires are, what it is that you're wishing, you have the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse. So I think you're I think the connection when you see it is that's what I'm getting. Like, I know the connection when I see it, and I see it. I'm not looking outward anymore. because I can't run from this. It's staring me in the face. Like, this is what I want, but I'm not ready. Right? That's what I'm getting. Like, this is what I want. I know it when I see it. It's clear as day. This is my desire, but I'm not ready. I've still got too much work that needs doing on myself. Right? That's what I'm getting from that. And then with the Chariot in reverse, so in the position of your emotions, you have the Magician and the King of Pentacles, which is really interesting. So you're not moving on this because you're trying to manifest some serious changes. And I feel like you're not just, I feel like you're doing this on the astral to affect your physical reality, yeah? With that Magician as well and the King of Pentacles. You're trying to step back into this energy, you know, trying to get into a space where you can, where you are in a better position to open up to this person and to be with them, right? Either to reconnect with someone or to be into this new relationship, right? Or to heal your relationship. But yeah, I feel like you're trying to do this on a spiritual level. You're trying to do it in the astral, manifesting through the use of magic, right? In the real sense of the word, not the Harry Potter sense. Let's just make that clear. You know, so you're really putting a lot of intention behind this. You really want this connection, as I can see. Because you're not doing this in half measures. Like, you're even trying to, you're even working in the astral realm to try and make it happen, to try and heal yourself and to try and, you know, reach this person on that level, I feel. Because you're not taking no for an answer, I feel like. You're not just resigning yourself to losing this person or to losing, you know, the connection. You know, you just want to get over these feelings already, like the negativity and the pain from the past, and you just want to be in this space so that you can just get on with your life, so you can be operating at your best, so you can be achieving in life again on the level that you wish to, and have this connection. Okay, I was not expecting that, but that makes a lot of sense, right? So yeah, you're taking this really, really seriously. But yeah, in regards to what it is you're manifesting, as I said, like, you know, I feel like this is the person's energy, and you are really trying to manifest them into your life in a big way. If you're not with them, or if you are with them, then you're trying to reach them and communicate with them on a spiritual level as well, right? But for that, you got the, again, more water. Queen of Cups in reverse. So, water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Might not be. They may have, I see a lot of water though, so they've probably got water in their chart somewhere. And then, yeah, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So, but the Queen of Cups is in reverse. And that was clarifying the Daughter of Cups. So, yeah, I feel like when she's in her element, you know, and I say she because it's Queen, but this is just the energy. This is very feminine energy, but this person doesn't have to be any gender, right? It doesn't matter the gender, it's just the energy. But, you know, when you think about the Queen of Cups, she's someone who's very nurturing, who's very emotionally intelligent and empathic, intuitive, you know. She's got those motherly instincts, but obviously she's very emotional, she's very sensitive, but she has so much love, right? So this person, when they are right in themselves, I feel like they're very much in this energy, right? Especially if they are a water sign. Okay, finally. So, yes, I feel like right now they've got healing work that needs to happen. So that's why they're not in their usual energy, right? They're not in their highest energy. And you're aware of that, but even knowing that, you still want to bridge this connection. And you feel like with this Wheel of Fortune here, you're still willing to take the chance with them, right? You know they need to heal. You know that they're not perfect, right? They're flawless. but you accept that and you're wanting to take that on anyway. You know, like I see that they are still healing, there's work to be done, but they're doing the work. And I still see that they have a lot to give, right? They have a lot to offer. So I'm willing to take that chance on them. But I just don't feel quite ready to move on it yet. That's why I'm still stuck in place, because I'm not operating in this frequency yet. So I want to know what this other person feels, because that's really interesting, because it's like, you know, from your side, you're basically saying that I know this person isn't, you know, feeling at their best, they've got things to heal, but I'm willing to take them on anyway, just as they are. But when it comes to yourself, you're not willing to step forward because you know you've got healing work to do yourself, but you feel like you can't enter their life when you've got that baggage. And it's like, but you're willing to take someone else on with their baggage. So why would you assume that they wouldn't do the same for you, right? It's just, yeah, it was just interesting to observe. But okay, let's see what the other person feels then. But yeah, that's very interesting, Aquarius. I think as well, because you've kind of awakened recently to a lot of your emotions, and a lot of things from the past has resurfaced and forced you to kind of do the introspective work, the inner work. This is kind of all a bit new and a bit weird for you, I feel, because you don't usually look at things in this light, but you've kind of been made to, right? So I do understand that it's all a bit confusing right now, so hopefully this will help, right? Okay, so I've just got the 3 cards in regards to the person you're dealing with, the connection you have, whether this is person, someone you're with, someone you have your eye on, or someone from the past, right? But in terms of their desires, they have the High Priestess in reverse, which is interesting. So maybe they feel like at this time, because as I said, with the energy of what it is you're trying to manifest and seeing them appear in that way there, I think they know full well that they're not at their best, right? I feel like usually they're probably embodying the High Priestess energy as well. So this is someone that's not only very empathic but very intuitive, could be very spiritual, and that's why you're trying to reach them on a spiritual level, because you know they operate in that way. Or it could be just someone that's got very good intuition, you know, that's got a good judge of character, goes based on, you know, they trust their feelings, right, their instincts. They may have some good foresight as well, but yeah, I feel like they kind of feel a bit like they can't trust their intuition right now. Like they're feeling very mixed. They don't know up from down. Like they're not really listening, or they can't even hear their intuition right now because of how they're feeling. That they feel a bit disconnected from themselves, from how they usually operate, and that could be causing them a bit of conflict as well, because they're trying to heal, and usually they rely so heavily on their intuition, but they feel like they're not hearing it at this time. So yeah, we'll have to look at that. That's interesting. So they really want to address why it is that they feel disconnected from themselves in some way. Is it that the hurt has been so much that's caused a bit of a rift, or is it just that there's been a lot of things to process and heal, and they're just a bit overwhelmed right now? Now we got the church bells. I'm so sorry. I hope you can still hear me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Weddings today, what can you do? And like literally at the port is just there. So what can you do? Okay, so in the position of what it is they're feeling, there is the Devil card in reverse. So I think they're aware that this confusion is kind of a temporary state, that there's something that's that's confusing the situation needlessly. They have to let go of something, or they have to look at it in a different way, because their feelings are muddling their perception on things, right? And that actually they can, a lot of clarity can be gained if they take the time to just focus on what it is their intuition is saying, listen to that higher aspect, right? And not listen to the base frequency, and not listen to the fear talking, or the lack of esteem, or just that little voice telling them that they can't do it, that they're never going to get anywhere, just the negative chatter, right? They need to block that out, because I think that's what's causing a lot of the upset and inner turmoil in this person, is their own negative chatter in their mind, right? And that's constantly throwing doubt in every situation they're in. Okay. And what about in regards to what it is they're trying to manifest? So they've got the Two of Wands in reverse. So again, I feel like what they really want is the connection, but what they're trying to block is a connection. Which again, this is like almost mirroring in the opposite way what you're doing, right? It's like, I want to take them as they are, even if they're not healed, but I can't give myself as I am because I'm not healed, right? With you. With them, it's like, oh, I'm terrified of the connection, so I don't want a connection. But I really want this connection because I feel the connection. Right, that's what I'm getting from this, like especially with this devil energy, right, reverse. It's like they're terrified because they just feel like they can't make sense of things in their own mind, and they can't tap into their intuition. So they're scared to bridge this connection, to heal the connection, or to reconnect, or to build on this connection, right? Take it however it plays. So they're just kind of going back and forward in their own mind with it, even though they do really want it, but it's just easier to just create that barrier, right? It's easier to protect yourself that way than to go full steam ahead. So it's unbelievable how you're just mirroring each other in like opposite ways. But what can you do? You're gonna have to both make a choice though, to either move past this and just connect, or just to, give yourselves time and just focus on your healing. Okay. So I'm just going to clarify their read now. Okay. Ooh. Well, it's your read, but you know what I mean? Like, clarify what is going on with them. Alright, so in terms of what it is they desire with the High Priestess in reverse, they also got the Hanged Man and the Death card in reverse. So big change coming there in regards to this feeling of disconnect. They have to change, like I said, they have to change the way they're perceiving it, right? Because their intuition is there, it's always there. It's just their fear is what's creating the blockage. So they have to let go of that, right? They need to purge that so they can see clearly again. Because that's what's creating the discord within themselves, is the fear. But then once they realize that they've got nothing to be afraid of, and that actually, things will start to naturally clear up and make sense, they won't be in that energy anymore, I don't think. But they have to realize that, they're allowing their negative thought processes to rule the situation too much. That's the problem. I think you both are, to be honest. Like, I can see that clearly. You're both are feeding into a negative narrative, which is not actually reflecting the reality. So you need to both really watch that, okay? So with the Devil in reverse, which is in relation to what it is they're feeling on an emotional level, they have the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I think they really just want things to be clear. I think they want to know exactly where they stand, and that will help remove this fear that they have, and this feeling like, that they can't move forward, and that nothing makes sense, because it does. It's just they might not have all the information that they need, right? And that, the only thing that's blocking them and making them feel like I don't want this connection is their fear that you don't want it. like that you don't actually want this connection, right? But you do, you clearly do. So that's what they just want to know from you, like how exactly you feel about them. What is it that you see? What is it that you want in regards to this connection with them? They need to hear that, because they even though I feel like now they're less distrusting of you know, any positive remarks you make about this connection or any advances you try and make. They still feel like you're not giving them the full picture. There's still something that's not being shared, and they need that information in order to properly assess where to go from there, right? And how to approach this connection. So you may have to just come forward and declare your feelings to this person, right? And then they will be in a space where, oh, actually it's safe to come out of my little shell and, you know, actually communicate what it is that I want, because I do want this connection, right? That's what it seems to me. But yeah, so you may have to be the one to kind of initiate this conversation. So with the two wands in reverse, which is in relation to what they're manifesting, they got there's the Queen of Swords and then the Nine of Swords in reverse. So yeah, I think they just don't, the reason why they're trying to disconnect is because they're tired. They're mentally drained of, you know, going through all possible scenarios, worrying about, you know, what's legitimate and what's not. You know, trying to assess if this is real or not, if this is going anywhere or not, if this person wants me or not, you know, is this person going to walk away from me or not? Like, honestly, they're running so many scenarios in their head that they're just drained. And that's why they're just trying to walk away from the connection, because it's easier to walk away than to, you know, go through this process and then try and find out what it is the other person wants. So they're being kind of guarded right now. They're being quite guarded. They're being also, I wouldn't say they're being cold, but they are a bit distant, because they've been through so much emotionally in previous relationships. They've been hurt, clearly. Hence the healing that needs to take place. So they are defensive, and they're not willing to just put themselves out there fully when they feel like the door might be thrown back in their face, right? So they are being guided, and they feel like they need to see proof, right? They need to see, before they even are willing to entertain the idea of this connection, they need to see from your side that you're serious, that you're coming with a serious offer, because they're not willing to put themselves through the pain again needlessly, right? So yeah, I feel like you're both trying to protect your feelings more than anything right now, you know? So you need to just have this communication, you need to have this conversation, and just both be really vulnerable and just share how you truly feel, because otherwise you're going to be at a stalemate like this for God knows how long. Possibly weeks, months, even years, who knows, but this could go on for a while. So it's important that you that you address this, okay, and you just actually communicate how you truly feel, both of you, okay? So in terms of the outcome, I saw the Hierophant in reverse. So unless you have that communication, it does, with all the astral work that you're doing, with all the, you know, manifestation you're trying to make happen, right? All the things that you're trying to do both physically and astrally isn't going to mean anything if you don't sit down and open up to each other fully, right? It doesn't matter like how much the universe is trying to help you go through these karmic lessons, help you see where it is that's going, where you're both going wrong, and try and help you mend these wounds to bring you together. Because I feel like this is also quite a powerful connection, but it doesn't matter how much, you know, divine interference occurs, you know, even if you will it with all your might, if you don't do this work, if you don't communicate openly and both make a real effort to come together. There is nothing that can be done. The universe can't do jack, basically, until that is handled, right? So you need to be aware of that you have to take action, both of you, and you both have to communicate how you truly feel. Discuss your fears, discuss what it is that's been keeping you apart. Be completely open about it, just lay it all on the table. I feel like that's what needs to happen. Yes, for this, right? Ace of Pentacles, lay it all on the bloody table. Just be honest with each other, be honest with yourselves. Yeah, because you're not going anywhere. See, another Chariot in reverse, right? More Cancer energy. You're both just being bloody stubborn at this point. You're annoying me, right? But it's true. You're both being stubborn, so you need to come out your shells, right? I know you're an air sign, but still, you know, you're kind of in a shell right now. Come out your shells, meet each other, and have a real deep conversation about this. Just be completely transparent, okay? Because until that happens, you're both going to be stuck in this energy. So, yeah, that's my advice to you, Aquarius. Just take the initiative, open up, say how you truly feel, what it is you truly want. Accept that you don't have to be perfect to be loved, right? You can be wounded and feel like you're a little broken and still be worthy of being loved, okay? Just how you see this water sign, potentially, is worthy of being loved, even though they are, you know, obviously hurting and still healing. The same is for you, right? The same is for you. You're worthy of that affection too. So you need to realize that. And don't let that stop you from potentially having your Ace of Pentacles there, right? So I hope that was helpful. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this read, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Maybe in another love reading or a general reading. But yeah, I hope for your sake this, you know, you do take action, because we don't want to have to go through this reading again, do we? Alright, so take care. See you later.